Morning, I'm Brett and welcome to my backyard. This morning we're out in the pumpkin patch because we've got a few of them that look like they're just about ready to harvest, and so we want to check on them this morning and see how they're coming along. Let's look at what they're doing. Let's see. Here's a good one we have going. Look at this beauty. A couple things we want to check on our pumpkins when we're looking to harvest them is, first of all, color. We want to make sure that the color looks pretty consistent. This one here is looking pretty good. Maybe a little hard to tell with the sunlight this morning. It's already starting to get bright here in East Texas, but the color's looking good. Size is looking good. The next thing we want to look at is also, we want to make sure the rind here is hardened off. It's tough because when we pick these, if the rind is not hard yet, then that's going to make them rot a lot easier. Once you get a hard rind, I've had some of these that have lasted months and months, 6 months or more. And one easy way to check that is you can just take your fingernail and poke it into the rind. Yeah, we're not going anywhere on this one. That rind's good and hardened off. If you can puncture the rind easily, then it's probably a little too soft. You probably want to let it go a little bit longer, because if you pick it at that time when it's soft and able to be punctured, it's probably going to rot fairly quickly. Next thing we want to check on is sound. We want to have a nice hollow sound in the pumpkin. That means it's pretty well developed there too. So let's see if we can hear that. You hear that? It sounds like you're knocking on the door. That's a good hollow sound. That's what we're looking for. So I think this one is about ready to harvest. And then lastly, there's one more thing we can check. This is not a foolproof, but it goes in line with all of this to just help us identify when a pumpkin is ready to harvest. If you look right here, you can see on this part of the vine, it's what they call the tendrils. These are little soft green and they latch around everything. Well, some people even use these while they're green, and they use them for different recipes. But I don't do that. I just use them as another indicator to tell when my pumpkin's ready. And so let's go over here to right where this stalk is coming down. And let's look, you see this tendril here, right in here? See how brown and dried it is? That will start to brown and dry right where this pumpkin hits the vine when it is ready for harvest. So this is gonna be a good one. We're ready to go. Let's see if we got any more today. I don't know if you can see this one. We got one up in there hiding out. And I think these are a Connecticut field pumpkin. I'll have to trace them back. I got several different varieties growing in here. We got this one here. It's one of my Cinderella pumpkins. Sounds like it's good too. These are beautiful pumpkins. I love these. And you'll see they've kind of taken over this area of my yard. We did the Three Sisters planting method with them this year, and they are a spectacular ground cover. And I got one more. This is the one I was going to harvest first thing this morning. This one's a little smaller. This one was actually one of the first ones I had going, but this one sounds like it's ready. Yep, I think that's going to be the first one we harvest. And let's just see if we can see any more this morning. And this stuff is starting to get a little overgrown here, but I think I've got one more little one. And when I say little, I mean little, hiding right in here. Oh, actually I got two of them in there. See, I don't know if you can see that. These are, kind of see them below the leaves there. These are my Jack B. Little pumpkins. They're very small. I got 2 of them, I think, ready to go. So we're going to go ahead and harvest them. We'll have a few for decoration and stuff for the next coming months. But if you're interested in growing pumpkins here in East Texas especially, now is a good time to plant them if you haven't already. I like to plant some in the summer just to go ahead and try to get some. We mostly use them for decoration. There's several varieties that are good for eating as well. But this last week of June, leading up to July 4th, is the perfect time for planting your pumpkins if you're wanting to have a pumpkin for Halloween. And the reason is it takes about 90 to 120 days to grow. And so July 4th to Halloween is about that 120 day mark. And so that should give us a good amount of time to be able to get one harvested for the holiday there. So, y'all enjoyed that video? If y'all did, leave a comment below if you've got any other questions. And be sure to subscribe because that really helps us out. Thank y'all, and we'll catch y'all next time.